Welcome to a busted play. An illegal use of hands to the face short. Hayden, a two-time Super Bowl champ, is looking for a new home. He's looking for the right road fit, and who I'm talking about is LeSean Shady McCoy. Where do you think would be the right road and the right fit for him?
Am I allowed to say that he shouldn't be playing at all no matter what?
Yeah, you can argue that, sure.
I don't think he should be playing. What I mean, he can go ride a bench somewhere, but I don't think he should actually be competing for any sort of starting or even really step in running back role. I haven't seen anything from him that would say that he should be. And also, on the other part of that is two coaches I trust in Andy Reid and Bruce Arians have completely cut him out of the game plan in the past two seasons for the teams that he's been on. So I don't think that it makes any sense for us to be he should be going to actually compete for a job somewhere. So I mean, really, he should just try to figure out who's going to win the Super Bowl again this year, and then go there again, because that's how he earns his rings. Actually going and playing well for a team. Nah, let me wait until my career's over and then join a crew that's just going to win it no matter whether I'm on the team or not.
Yeah, he has a good nose for sniffing out Super Bowl winners. I mean, he got drafted by the Eagles, so he didn't really have a choice there. And then he got traded to the Bills, so he didn't really have a choice there. But now, once he's given freedom, he's just going and winning Super Bowls now. Uh, in the past two seasons, he's had 154 touches in the past two seasons. That is really bad compared to the amount of touches he's had in his career in a season. Uh and overall, I think it does hurt his legacy more of him just yeah, on his resume it's gonna be oh, three-time Super Bowl champion, just say he finds the winner. Three-time Super Bowl champion. And it's oh, what did he do those three champion seasons? Oh, he didn't get in the game at all in the Super Bowl. And his snaps just went down exponentially over those three seasons. Uh, if he does go and find a team where he's actually going to play, because maybe that's an option too for him, of just, I've won two Super Bowls, let me see if I still got anything in the tank and I can still ball. And just have a Frank Gore kind of career where he's just, yep, just, I'm here, and I'm taking carries away from good young guys. But I have no idea where that would be, where a team would give the Texans, but the Texans running back room is filled to the gills of guys that want opportunities and that they've just brought in. Uh, Very few teams I could see bringing him in to actually have him play. But if there's a team with a young running back, uh, maybe the Colts do, just have a mentor there. I don't know.
You have to find for this scenario to work out, you have to go out and find a crazy coach, not some normal guy.
And Campbell, he's going to Detroit.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was thinking. But why? But then you also have to figure out okay, we got to get a wild coach that would do something like this, that would think that this is important for some reason. Okay, the first question is, does he fit the mold of the type of guy that Dan Campbell would want? And honestly, just by judging his running style completely, yeah, no, that doesn't feel like
just
Dan
look at the way he
Campbell
holds the
type
ball.
yeah.
Just look at the way he holds the ball.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
not a Dan Campbell guy.
That doesn't feel like Dan Campbell. But could you make the argument that Dan Campbell would be the type of guy that would think that having a vet on your team is really important? I feel like he could be that type of guy. Then it's just a question of how much depth do the Lions think they have at the running back position, and maybe there, besides DeAndre Swift, they actually say, hey, yeah, we want to bring him in. That's the only place I, just off the top of my head, I could really come to that I can even think of having any sort of opportunity to play running back. You got to go somewhere where running backs have had no success forever, and there's only one other guy that you're even competing with, so that you get the touches when he doesn't.
Hey, Jamal Williams might give him a run for his money there for RB2.
See, that's exactly, and then I forget about that. I forget about Jamal Williams moving from the Packers to the Lions, or something like that. Just one player. You're right. I forget about Jamal Williams, and then it shuts down the scenario entirely. It's just. But he could get signed by Detroit still, because he still could
Yes,
fit
he could
that
still
vet
get
role.
signed by Detroit. Hmm.
However, finding that team that doesn't have like two running backs that you would consider better than him is very difficult. And although I just tried to come up with the lines off the top of my head, yeah, no, after you mentioned Jamal Williams, again, he drops to RB3. And once you're RB3, you're not looking at getting significant touches.
Do you think the team that cut him and sent him on his Super Bowl tirade that he's on now, this Super Bowl run that he's had, the Bills bring him in? Do you think the Bills bring him in?
I don't think they can even consider it. I really don't
Really?
think that they can even consider it because we know like what type of things our coaches and general manager like in Buffalo, and it doesn't feel like that would be anything that they would want to do at all. Now, if they're like secretly like I don't know, like I don't know how to describe this, not like religious, but like something like spiritually, they're like, well, or like what is it called in baseball when you got like a lucky glove or something, or like a ritual or like,
Yeah, ritualistic.
kind of no, but like a good luck charm. They're just like the Bills are just like, hey, those two teams won it the past 2 years. Like we got to bring him in because we'll win it then because he's the good luck charm. Obviously, like is that what the Bills do? But I don't think our coaches are going to be into that either.
Yeah, because if Shady's on the Bills, like, and you wouldn't want him there either because the reason that they got rid of him is so younger guys could have more opportunity, but still keep Frank Gore for some reason. Uh, you'd be taking carries away from Singletary and Moss, and maybe even Antonio Williams if he finds his way onto the roster.
Matt Breida.
Uh, Matt Breida too. Yeah. So you're taking away carries from guys that still have juice, and maybe Shady does, but he has not shown it in the past 2 seasons that he's still like he caught that lateral from Travis Kelsey. Uh didn't score a touchdown on it though. So
Yeah, that was about it. That's about all he's done in the past 2 seasons because Travis Kelsey decided to make a play that is just not something that we see in the NFL very much at all, in like a downfield lateral. Yeah, that's the only reason he's appeared on the highlight reel in the past 2 years, and that kind of goes back to my original point of like I don't have any idea where he could end up that it would actually see him playing significantly. So
yep,
so which team do we think he ends up on in terms of Super Bowl winner? And it can't be the Chiefs or the Bucks because he's not going back to
it's
either
already
of those
been.
places.
Yeah. Hmm.
You gotta
He's
go
gonna go to
with who?
Cleveland. He's gonna go to Cleveland because it's just like Tampa. They have two really good running backs that he's not gonna get any touches over, and its carries are gonna go down even more after that. He's gonna be the third running back for Cleveland.
Here you go. Here's a team that only has one running back that gets touches. The problem is they do not use their running back at all if the number one doesn't get touches. What if he goes to Tennessee this season and Derrick Henry still is the only running back to even touch the ball, but they just put him out there sometimes because they feel bad for him. And then even then, like if they got the running back pass protecting, it's that other kid that you said's a great pass protector.
Well, McNichols left this offseason, so it wouldn't be him.
Okay. Well, then LeSean can block up in the pass game.
Yeah, but they also brought in Brian Hill.
Oh, jeez.
Uh,
See, this is what I'm
yeah,
talking about. It's like everybody's got at least a decent RB2. It's just hard to track. It's hard to track all of them crossing over each other because it's like, who actually cares about the RB2 for a team? It's really not that important of a position. Unless you've got a guy like Henry just mentioned or Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, one of those top dogs that we know is like a beast at the running back position. It really doesn't matter who the RB2 is. It's just not that big of a deal. Who's the team that I
yeah.
think about the most when I think worst running backs in the league? Pittsburgh Steelers. They have Najee Harris now, so he's not going to be number one. Could he go to Pittsburgh? I doubt it because I feel like those guys on that coaching staff wouldn't want anybody who's like an elusive type back for whatever reason. I feel like they want guys that are
Pittsburgh doesn't
like
want
heavier
anyone on their
guys.
team that's a good influence. They don't want anyone on their team that's a good influence.
It's just really weird. I, Thank you for bringing this up, though. I love
Yeah,
LeSean McCoy talk.
it's such a confusing thing for it to be in the news. Like, if he were to retire, I'd understand why that's in the. He's had a great career, but it's just in the news of like he said he's not retiring and that he's looking for like the right place to go. And you would look at all 32 teams and you're like, all right, so he doesn't want to go to any of these bad teams because he wants to go to a winner. All the teams that could possibly win a Super Bowl do not need him on their team. So where's he gonna end up?
Okay, I think this is a great point to close this at. Okay, ready? Ready for
Yes.
this? Ready for this? The Steelers, according to you, go 3-14 this season. They add
Mm-hmm.
LeSean McCoy. What is their record?
2-15 at that point.
There we go.
So
All right, I think that's it. I think we're all set, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we could cut this here.